Hey everybody, Kaudecus here, and welcome to Corporate Lifestyle Simulator. This is a game that perfectly encapsulates what it is to work in a corporate office, I think. I don't work in a corporate office per se, but the same exact themes that persist in this type of setting are as well, I would think, in any type of office where you have your A team and your B team, where your A team basically has to carry the load of the B team because they're not great, and it doesn't matter who you talk to because nothing's gonna change, so you just gotta get it through. Now, get through the day. So in this game you will play the role of Dude, and you are looking to free your fellow coworkers from the tyranny of management. It's basically how it is. Now, at my job, I am a manager. I'm in management, but I have people above me, and well, this is relatable. This is very relatable as to what happens. You know, in this game, you'll hear a lot of the things that I really like about it. The corporate rhetoric, where these tools basically went to college, they went to school, and they heard some sort of things that seem to make sense, and they just repeat it, even if it's not applicable to what's going on. So, without any further ado, we're gonna get started because we have friends to liberate. Start the new game.
Hey Ted,
Synergy.
catch that game last night?
Cost benefit analysis.
See,
what?
so they're not real people.
Action item.
Is basically what it is. You try to talk to them like they're a real person because you're a real person, but they're not. So there you go. He's eating my face. Punch these raving lunatics in the balls and liberate your fellow coworkers from the tyranny. Yep. Some objects can be thrown as weapons. Stand next to them and punch towards the target. Locked doors can be opened if you find a pass key. Pretty straightforward. So here I have a bat. Now I'm using the WASD keys to move around. I'm not using a controller. Left click to swing this bat around. You could break shit. Worth doing. Because God for fucking bit. Alright, who do we got? We got Ophelia, who's a chair tracker. She tracks everything that's going on with chairs in the building. She keeps account of every single chair, where they are in the building, who's been sitting in them, where they're gonna go, and if we need new chairs. If we do need new chairs, she better not bring it to the attention of anyone, lest you feel the wrath of someone trying to explain why we can't spend any more money. Now, all these people that we rescue, I don't know if it was the designer's idea to give them these the job titles as either it could be several different things. Like, let's see what this guy's. He's the blueprint engineer. Engineers all blueprints. Actually sounds pretty important. Maybe. What's this guy do? He is the utility fabricator. Who knows what that is? So I'm not really sure if it's supposed to be, the idea that someone has to specialize in something, so not everyone can count chairs all day. What's it? The security architect. Like, what the hell is that? Server architect. What would that be? The pool loader. The pool loader. Or if it's just, menial subservient duties that no one could really give a shit about. The contents inventory specialist. Good grief. So let's just smash all these retards in the head. I'm sorry. It's offensive to retards everywhere to even compare them to these kinds of people. Yeah. Now, coffee. Coffee is your source of health, because that's the only thing that can really get you through the day. Because doing this type of work, you will just smash your face in, not on purpose, but because you just pass out from looking at a computer all day. The network checker. Alright, Bonnie, let's do this. Now, as I'm saving these people, they're also, now basically my minions. We go as a wolf pack and just fuck everyone's day, which is good. That was behind the cabinet, so no one can see what happened. Let's pick a different weapon. Now, I've been playing this game for just a little bit. I only made it through a couple of levels before I'm like, alright, it's fine. It's repetitive gameplay, obviously, but it's nice, like, at the end of the day, long day at work when you wanted to, you know, smash someone's face in with a bat or something. And you can, in a safe way, because this is a simulator. It's a simulator. It's not real. It's just based on reality. Oh. Okay, so I didn't rescue everybody or make it to that end zone, but I killed all the zombies, so there's no more reason to play this level, I guess. We cleared it. Let's continue.
Is this zombie bothering you?
Yeah, he's trying to eat my face. I'd say that's pretty bothersome.
You gotta love the sound effects.
Since I just saved your life and everything...
Now, considering that the music is pretty pro, the game's pixelated, which has a charm to it.
There's something...
And the things that they're saying, the voice acting, it seems like they're new to voice acting.
I'll catch up with you.
Also has charm to it, though. I don't know if that's the creators who did this because they live in this type of environment, so they know the attitudes generally that anyone would have. But whatever. I don't know too much about the background. I'm just going solely based upon assumptions. Is that zombie bothering you? Coworkers aren't very strong, but they can help fight. Rescue them and use them as fodder. You can break glass dividers or walk through them for a handy shortcut. Find an exit so you can cry in the stairwell like a real man. Because you just realize what your life is all about. Yes. Now, you can just hear these zombies spewing some sort of management rhetoric.
Platform atheism.
Platform atheism. Who knows what that is? The meeting loader. Debbie, in charge of all loadings of all meetings. When you need a meeting to be loaded, you go to this person. Everyone in this office. Now look at all these managers here around, by the way. Notice how there's more managers than there are actual, like, associate workers. I think that's pretty funny and typical. I don't know if that's what they were going for on purpose, but it's pretty good. Because, you know, you'll have all these managers. Yeah, for example, the carpet collector, okay? He's got to collect carpets. All carpets from all offices, from all branches, all day. And he had 3 managers over him, telling him that he has to do that. Why do you need 3 people to tell him to collect carpets? Why do you need anyone to collect carpets, by the way? And why can't it just be anyone's job? Why do you need a dedicated carpet collector? Usually it's because you need a name and a face tied to that name to be held responsible for something. So when things go awry, they have a finger to point at. That's typical. So you can see many different themes can persist simultaneously through this game, which is why I think it's very well done. Hey, oh, I don't have a key card. There would be a different key card for every goddamn floor. Which makes sense. Why would any one manager have the ability to open every door if they needed to get to it? The desktop loader! Great! A lot of loaders. A lot of loaders on this floor. Fine. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Step up to the plate.
Yes, that's all they have to say. If you come up to them with some sort of question regarding the job, or maybe even a day off, let's say, hey, next month I need to take a day off. I need to take this day off because of whatever important reason. Like, I don't know, my wife is going into major surgery. And they'll say, hey, you know what? You really got to be a team player. And you say, okay, so I'm not coming in that day. And they say, I don't know, something else along those lines of how important it is to be on the same team as someone else. And you leave all confused, and a month later, when you don't show up to work, you get several phone calls as to why you didn't show up that day. Yep. If that makes sense to you, then I would like for you to explain it to me. If you understand it and if you've gone through this, then I'm sorry for you. Alright, we got them all. And we rescued 7 out of 7 persons. Very important. Let's keep going.
Hey, you're one of those biochem research guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Would you mind terribly not dripping blood all over that computer?
Very important.
Sorry, is there any chance that you guys unleashed a virus or something?
Murder.
Anything's possible, but I don't think so. Most of the real incompetents in the department were promoted to management recently.
Because there's like a lot of managers out there, and they're biting people and shit.
Yes, I've been watching that on the security camera.
Yes.
Pretty wild stuff. I mean, managers have always been quite like zombies, haven't they?
Uh-huh.
It's just, they're like extra douchey today. I mean, I've never seen any of them
Extra
actually
douchey.
draw blood from a human before.
It's so good.
Yes, that is a new development. I'm running some tests on the director
Dialogue
of
is
research and
phenomenal.
development right now. But so far, it looks like they're just cunts. What? Oh, you know, assholes. From what I can tell, there's a definite connection between how much money these twats make and how violently ignorant they are.
Violently
Yes.
ignorant?
Yes.
It's like their self-awareness drops to nothing, and all they can do is repeat words they learned in business school and leadership seminars.
There you
they're
go.
not
See,
zombies.
that's what I'm
I
talking
don't know for
about.
certain until I can finish this test.
Mm-hmm.
You seem to know your way around a baseball bat. You think you could draw them away from the lab so I can finish my research?
Remember,
Right. Use the fat guy as bait.
look at this sick
Yes,
cutscene.
precisely.
Look at that
Well,
computer.
Thanks for your honesty.
Ta.
All the colors. Huh. Right. Clear the lab managers without destroying more than 200 things. Now, in this option, in this level, you would get a taser. You have to find it. I already played this level, so I already have a taser in my inventory. So I'm just gonna do that, so as I don't fuck up anything.
Eat dicks!
Yeah, eat dicks, guys. What? So now, all I have to do is rid this floor of all these zombies managers.
The cloud.
Yeah, the cloud. The cloud. What? Hey, what's the cloud, by the way? Dude, the cloud. Use it. Oh God! We got some sort of power up that happens. I don't know why you get certain power ups. But if you look at the top left, we got 20 seconds before these super fireballs go away. The problem with them is that in this level, we cannot destroy more than 200 things while trying to kill these zombies. That's where the taser comes in, because it doesn't break anything while you try to kill them. If you're throwing fire everywhere, though, you're gonna start breaking stuff, breaking things more specifically. So we just had to wait for that cooldown. New kicks makes the dude go faster.
Bag of dicks.
That's cool. You can hold shift to run faster too. I just don't,
Branding.
because I'm not very good at using computer controls. The only reason why I'm not using a controller in this game specifically is because the way this cursor works. It's not precision aiming, and surprisingly, yep, I'm less precise with the mouse, because that's what my skill set is. My skill set is gamepad. Sorry. And you have to understand that it's rougher on me than anyone else, because my way around the mouse is miserable. My way around the keyboard is even worse. Yet PC, I enjoy these games and the variety of games so much better than any console. Except maybe anything Nintendo makes. I am a Nintendo fanboy, as you may well already know. Hey! Ow! Ow! Hey! God, you see that guy? He slapped me a bunch of times. But yeah, this is just like cursor movement, so this really isn't a problem. What are you whispering to me for? Yeah, ask them what that means. They won't know. Here it is.
Wanker.
Found the taser. Hey, buddy! Come on in. Water's fine. Yep. Now, let's just collect these power-ups. The next level... Oh, there's a fireball on the ground. So, we'll just steer clear of that. And let's kill these zombies before we go into that room. Hopefully that fireball disappears. Or at least we'll just clear out as much of these guys as we can before we have to collect that fireball. And then get fucked. Alright, fine. Let's just... Can I go around? Nope, can't go around it. Fine. Hey! Look at this door setup! There we go. That is efficiency. Oh god. Zombies are in my way and I got 19 seconds. Yeah. The two doors next to each other. Right next to each other. Why do you need that? Why do you need that? You might not need that, or you may need that, but chances are you don't need that. But that isn't even the point. That is not even the point. You know, you could just be standing here, looking at the doors, and wondering what the hell's wrong with everybody. God forbid you go to point that out, though. You know, you could, I don't know, have to be told first thing in the morning that you need to make some sort of spreadsheet, you know, recording, making a log of all the entries of money that was spent recently that you had no control over and you don't have the information for, but you have to find it. You know, you just got to get it done. Whatever, it's fine. And then you come across this, and you're just looking at this, and you're wondering why are there two doors next to each other. You have to make a log about spending, and you figure out what the company is spending money on, at least on the books, and how they're in the hole. And then you see something like this, and you start to zone out, and you think of all the reasons why this is so bad, and how just not doing this, not doing things like this, having two doors right next to each other, can infinitely increase the way you can spend your money, like cost effectiveness, basically. So when your boss asks you, or rather demands from you, that spreadsheet that he wanted from you early this morning, you give it to him, and then as he's looking at it, you start talking about these doors as an example of a better way to save money. And he just doesn't understand or listen to you. So you decide to make a PowerPoint presentation of all the various things that doing something like this can actually, you know, all the things from doing this that will happen negatively. And just by, you know, tightening something like this up, you can, you could do good things for the business. And they say something like, what would they say in return to that? I don't know, some sort of rhetoric that wouldn't even make sense. So all that time in PowerPoint was basically wasted. All that time was wasted, and then you go back to your desk and you think to yourself, what is the point of you actually working here? So you fantasize, looking blankly at your computer screen, pretending that you're doing work. You look blankly at your computer screen and you think of all the different things you could be doing. Like, for example, I don't know, you could be on that show with, you know, you could be starring on that show that stars Halle Berry. You know, she has that, she has the son who's a robot or whatever, and you wonder what it's like to actually be that robot. And then, about 3 hours later, you come out of that, and you look at the time to notice that 3 hours gone past, and you know that 3 hours of your life you're not going to get back. And you think of all the time you spent here at your job, just wasted time that you won't get back because you're working for people that just don't understand, or understand what it is that they want to understand, which is very different from the way things are. And yet you're bound to that will. Yep. So you go home and you make YouTube videos. In which case you can talk about all these things that bother you, and maybe, just maybe, something good will come from it. And that's the one thing you got going on.
I'm not a zombie.
Fantastic.
I'm not a zombie. Look at you, you're a smug little guy.
This guy's got a chainsaw, so I think we should do one more level.
What do? I'm not a zombie. I haven't said a single buzzword or tried to delegate anything to you. I'm not a zombie.
Delegate.
Make a valid point.
Gotta
Make
love
a
it.
valid point.
Look, we'll be safer if we just stick together. So why
Delegate
don't we team up?
is, you know, when you're
Boy.
giving responsibilities to other people to
Pull
get
your
jobs
chainsaw
done.
for a
But more often than not, instead of it being effective and the right thing to do, it's more like you're just pushing your work onto someone else, or getting work pushed on you from someone else. It's not a good word.
A chainsaw in an office building anyway.
If I sound bitter, it's because I am. I just want to point that out, just a little bit. And anyone who thinks that any of this stuff is, if you're siding with the zombies, you say, oh, it's not really like that, you're one of them. I have to tell you, you are one of them. I prefer to consider myself more like a mole, and a freedom fighter, or a mole for the freedom fighters, that I'm in management, I've infiltrated that sector, and I could almost be like a spearhead, you know, corporate rhetoric word, spearhead, although applied correctly, spearhead, to liberate my real comrades, who are the associates. Oh, task repair tech. Let's do this, Audrey. And that's a shame too, people are now being identified for what they specialize in, host inventory specialist, as opposed to being Launa. Launa is the name. Who's it? Debbie, the contents upgrader. The hell could her job possibly be? What's this? The finance mason. Okay, fine.
Yeah, son.
Let's do this. Let's just smash some zombies. Let's break some stuff. Let's start breaking shit. As much shit as possible. Let's get this stapler out, actually. I like this weapon. It's pretty good. Oh, I got a star, which gives me invincibility, much like Sonic Star. Computer custodian. No, Wilson died. The computer custodian. What are we gonna do? Whose job is it going to be now to be the custodian of all computers? When the computers have to take a shit, or when they throw up all over the goddamn place, who's going to bring the sawdust? Huh? Who's going to bring the sand? That's, yeah, sand, exactly. It's not absorbent, is it? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised the types of ideas that actually happen. Yes, security examiner. We got you, Larry. I got your back, bro. We're on this. The staffing collector, Anne. If anyone needs staff to be collected, you go see Anne immediately. She's on the 3rd floor. Okay, Oliver, the desk lamp collector. Oliver, I need all these desk lamps collected for me ASAP. Audrey, we lost one. This isn't good. Guys, we gotta focus. We gotta focus. Let's do this. Oh, shit. Great. So I'm using a phone as a mace, or a flail rather. But anyways, I'm gonna be done. Hang on, let me just get this cup of coffee. Let's go, guys. We can't lose any more. See you later. Rescued 14 of 17 persons. I don't know. See, when it says rescued, I don't know if that's, you know, I rescued all 17, but 3 of them died on the way out. I'm not sure. Yeah. But at any rate, this game is worth having. It's a nice. It was like $5 on Steam, practically nothing, and you know, it's fun. It's just fun to just come home or something. Maybe after you eat dinner or something like that. You know, just a casual game. There isn't. I wouldn't suggest this type of violent, super realistic imagery to be viewed and processed by your subconscious right before you go to bed at night. However, I would recommend it all the other times of the day, even when you're asleep. So, yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see everybody next time. Okay? Bye. Love you. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead with the outro. Are you kidding me? A no uttered from the deepest conviction is better than a yes merely uttered to please, or worse, to avoid zombies. Yep, Gandhi was a wise man. Anyway, rip in peace, self. Rip in peace, Joe P. I'm dead, so I'll see everybody next time. Bye-bye!